What's going on, everybody? I am back with another Prizepicks WNBA player props video. This one going to be breaking it down, giving you guys 5 picks to win some money over here on Prizepicks. As always, if you haven't checked out Prizepicks, would highly recommend you check them out. It is a player props website and app where you can win money off of picking the over and under on things like players' points, assists, rebounds, assists, fantasy score, etc. Go ahead and use that promo code KJK DFS to receive an instant match on your first deposit up to $100 today. Again, that is code KJK DFS. Go to lock that in, get that free money offer. Start winning some money over here on Prizepicks with these picks today, guys. And if you are getting very serious, I do offer premium content packages that's linked below in the description. Patreon.com/KJK_DFS. I do offer Prizepicks WNBA, Underdog WNBA, Prizepicks MLB. And I did just launch a VIP member package this month where you can get access to all of the above, all the packages, as well as an exclusive Discord. I always send in my tickets before I launch these videos into my VIP members as well. So you get first priority. Any sort of value tickets I find, any ticket I place, I send right in there right away so that you can get the edge before it gets to the public, if the line goes up, if it gets a bumper, any of that stuff. So check that out if you're interested. And if you enjoy the content, would be greatly appreciated if you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content that I upload. Fresh off the All-Star break, we're aiming for 200 likes, guys. It's free. It takes 2 seconds. Go ahead and do it. It really does help out. Leave a comment down below if you have any plays, any feedback, anything, man. It's always appreciated. So let's talk about it. I really like this slate. Fresh off the All-Star break, we got fresh legs. No back-to-backs, none of that crazy stuff. And I do think that there's quite a edge on these picks. So excited about it. Let's talk about it. Let's go game by game as we always do. In the first game we're going to talk about is going to be the Las Vegas Aces taking on the New York Liberty. This game comes in with a 174 over-under top total on the slate. Should be very fast-paced. It's a 7-point spread in favor of the Las Vegas Aces. Then we're going to kick things off on the New York Liberty side with Miss Sabrina Ionescu. She's been fantastic all season long, and I really like her today. Going to be going with the fantasy score over here on Prizepicks. I like the over 37.5. I have her projected well over this. She just did play this Las Vegas Aces team and went off for 61, and they are a great matchup. I mean, they're a fast-paced team. They rank 9th in the league against her position. She has extreme usage. She can contribute in all categories, and she's going to be on the floor for lots of minutes as well. So Sabrina Ionescu really is the full package. And once again, she gets a great game environment here, and we know all the usage is going to flow through her on the New York Liberty. Some other teams in the league, you know, they have multiple stars. It's a little bit tough. You got to kind of predict where the usage is going to be going. But the New York Liberty, we know Ionescu is going to be a big part of the game. She does it in all categories. She's on the floor for lots of minutes as well, so she can rack up the peripherals, the blocks and steals. You get 3 points for every one of those blocks and steals. So I'm constantly talking about it in fantasy score, which is my favorite thing to target in WNBA. I think it's the most predictable. I have projections to weigh in all of that stuff, as far as all the peripherals, all that stuff, the minutes, the pace of the game, and really like this spot for Sabrina Ionescu. You see 22, 10, 3, 1-1. Last time she had 6 turnovers. That was tough. So 38, she would have easily hit the line over if she didn't have the 6 turnovers. She still hit the over there. But then 31, 13, 10. Didn't even get any blocks and steals in this game. 14, 9, 8, 1 block. 17, 13, 7, 1 block, 2 steals. That's the kind of game you're looking for right there against Atlanta. Few peripherals, 2 blocks, 2 steals for being on the floor for 42 minutes. The points, the rebounds, the assists. That's kind of what I'm expecting. That's what Sabrina Ionescu does. She's the full package. And once again, Las Vegas going to provide her with a very fast up-tempo game environment. So I think this is a ceiling spot for Sabrina Ionescu. I have her projected well over here. Like the over 37.5 fantasy score over for Sabrina Ionescu. Pick number 1. Pick number 2. We're going to be headed to the next game that I'm talking about. It's going to be the Phoenix Mercury taking on the Minnesota Lynx. I like a lot of players in this game, so we will talk about it. Just kick things off with the Phoenix Mercury side. This game does come in with a 164.5 over under. It's a 5.5 point spread in favor of the Minnesota Lynx. So once again, pretty fast, up-paced game. It has the second highest total on the slate. It is expected to stay close. We'll kick things off with the Phoenix Mercury side, and we're going to continue to target Miss Skylar Diggins-Smith. We've been all over her. She let us down last time out. I just don't care because last time out, she barely let us down. The line keeps coming down. I've got her projected well over here once again, similar to Sabrina Ionescu. This is a player that has 40+, 50+ fantasy point upside. She's on the floor for lots of minutes. She contributes in all categories. She'll get the blocks and steals as well. Same story as Sabrina Ionescu. Looking at her game log last time out, she didn't get any blocks and steals, and I think that's what inevitably cost us. She didn't have the greatest of starts either, and she really didn't shoot the ball well. 13 points, 7 rebounds, 9 assists, 0 blocks, 0 steals, and she was really struggling to shoot from the field. She still almost hit the over. So you can imagine if she actually has a good game. Last time before, 22, 4, 5, 1 block, 1 steal the time before, 25, 4, 3, 1 block, 3 steals the time before, 17, 6, 7, 1 block, 4 steals. So that's what she's capable of. She's on the floor for lots of minutes. She's going to have plenty of opportunity to get the peripherals. And let's be honest, the 6th turnover in 2 games in a row, that's not going to be very common when it comes to Skylar Diggins-Smith. You look at the rest of her game logs, 3, 1, 4, 1, 0, 2, 3. She typically takes care of the ball pretty well. It's going to be a couple turnovers because she's on the floor for so many minutes naturally. You know, she's going to get maybe 2, 3 turnovers, but the 6 turnovers, I think, has really brought her line down. Don't expect that to be a consistent theme with Skylar Diggins-Smith. And once again, do have her projected well over here. So we'll be going with the over 36.5 fantasy score for Skylar Diggins-Smith. Pick number 2. Pick number 3. We're going to be kicking it on over to the other side of this game. The Minnesota Lynx, they have the highest total of the 2 teams with 5.5 point spread, with them being favorited. They're expected to score lots of points. And I have 2 players that I really, really like here. On their side, I have projected well over. I think that Prizepicks is massively under rating, under projecting, whatever you want to say. But we'll kick things off the top with Moriah Jefferson. Love her in this spot. And once again, have her projected way over here. 26.5 fantasy score. I have her projected to go up there, put up 30 plus, and she's done that pretty consistently here. 29, 32, 28, not quite 30 plus, but she's been up in the 20s. She put up 45 the time before, and she's getting lots of steals. So I keep talking about those steals. They're very important for fantasy score, and guess what? She's racking up a ton of them. Looking at Moriah Jefferson's game logs as far as how she's faring, you can see last time out 5 steals, the time before 3, the time before 2, 2, 0 in the game before, but then 2 again. So she's consistently getting a lot of steals. She's on the floor for lots of minutes. She'll get points, rebounds, assists as well. Last time, she got 5 steals and did practically nothing and still got there. 4, 1, 6, 5 steals. Time before, 13, 3, 6. That's more reasonable with the 3 steals. 22, 3. That's more along her lines. 13, 10, and 10. 11, 2, and 4. 21, 3, and 5. So just really didn't have the best of game last time against Chicago and still got there with the steals. So you can imagine if she actually has a regular game like she's capable of to go along with the peripheral stats that she provides, she should just be able to absolutely blow this line away pretty easily. So like the over 26.5 fantasy score for Moriah Jefferson. She's averaging 30.4 over her last 5. And once again, it's a game environment where I expect her to hit her ceiling. Really great game environment with a 164.5 over-under, similar to the New York Liberty Las Vegas Aces. Definitely a ceiling spot. So she is going to be pick number 3. And then pick number 4, another player that I have projected well over, similar to Moriah Jefferson. And that's going to be Miss Powers. Once again, I think Prizepicks got this one wrong. She's in the 20s. I've got her projected for 30 plus. Aerial Powers, 25.5 fantasy score here. We'll gladly take the over. She scored 38 and 42 the last 2 times out, 30 the time before, 14 against the Aces, where she had a tough game, but has been phenomenal. The minutes are up. Similar to what I just talked about with Moriah Jefferson, she's going to be on the floor. She will rack up the peripherals as well. And once again, I just have her projected way over, so I'm feeling really confident about it. 22, 11, 2, 1 steal that last time out. 32, 6, 4 the time before. Really good stuff. Time before she had a tough game, but she added the peripherals, like the blocks and the steals. That's what I'm talking about. So if we can get those all kind of in one package game here, which I do think we can get in this fast up-tempo game, similar to what she did against Dallas. So she put up 20, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, and then she had a steal to go along with it as well. I mean, that's kind of what we're looking for when she's out there on the floor for right around 30-plus minutes. Well-rounded box score, a few blocks and steals to add to the fantasy score as well. Theme of the video, that's all factored in, and the game environment should induce enough of a ceiling to where, like the over 25.5, thinks she can clear this really easily. So pick number 4, going to be going with the over 25.5 fantasy score for Aerial Powers. And pick number 5, we're going to be going to the last game. The Washington Mystics taking on the Los Angeles Sparks. This game comes with a 5-point spread in favor of the Washington Mystics. 158 over-under, so it is expected to stay close. Does have the slowest pace on the slate, but not by too much, so it's reasonable. And I want to talk about Miss Dondell. Now, she is a player that is one of the best in the league, but she's coming off an injury. They've been very careful with her minutes to make sure that she's not acting up her back. But coming off the All-Star break, she's had a massive break here. I don't think she's going to be limited whatsoever, and her line is very friendly because of the limitations they've been putting on her. So I think this is the perfect storm to jump on Del Don while we can. We don't have to worry about the limitations like we do if she's playing multiple games in a row. And once again, have her projected well over 28.5 fantasy score. She's a player that when she plays her full allotment of minutes, she can crush this line as seen the last 3 times out. In the games where she wasn't limited, she put up 37 and 50. So once again, I have her projected to put up very similar to that. I do have her projected to put up 30 plus, mid-30s, upper 30s, her ceiling. Like the over 28.5 fantasy score here. I think she can do it pretty easily. She also does rack up a ton of blocks. A lot of block equity as well, which is always nice. Once again, the block and steals to go a long way. Down low, got some big size. She will rack up the blocks. Last time out, she didn't get any of the time before, though. She had a big game. She had 5 blocks, 2 blocks, 2 steals in this one. So she does have some block and steal equity. And once again, I think that if there were ever a player to where that break really, really mattered, it's her, because they have been limiting her a little bit with the injury. Coming off the break, should be fresh, good to go. Don't have to worry about limiting her too much. And that goes a long way with a player like her talent. That really the only thing that's limiting her back or holding her back is her back injury. So I like the over 28.5 fantasy score for Elena Del Don. And that is my 5 picks to get you winning some money in the WNBA tonight, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content that I upload. Really like the 5 play. Looking to go 5-0. Got all these ladies projected well over their fantasy score that is set on Prizepicks. So feeling good about it. If you want to check out the premium content packages, you can check those out, guys. And if you haven't signed up for Prizepicks, sign up today. Use that promo code KJK DFS to receive an instant match on your first deposit up to $100. Wishing you all the best of luck, and we will see you in the next one.